In this video I'll delve more into shooting XPan crop mode on the Hasselblad X1D Mark II, and we'll have a look at this old Nikon 20mm lens and how it performs on the Hasselblad. So let's get on with it. Welcome back to my channel for another dive into the popular territory of shooting replacements for the famous XPan cameras, the Hasselblad XPan cameras. I've never myself shot the Hasselblad XPan, but I would like to try the experience of that awesome panoramic analog film-based camera. But what holds me back is the insane price that camera goes for, and the very high risk that if anything goes wrong with it, it's difficult, it's expensive, and it may be even impossible to get it repaired. So I have found alternatives, among others XPan mode on my Hasselblad X1D and X2D. I talked about that a week ago in another video on shooting panoramic. I'll link to that video up here, and also in the description, of course. A few days after posting that video, I received this old Nikon 20mm AF lens that I bought together with a Nikon D70 60 megapixel CCD based DSLR that I'm also going to review here on my channel. Most of all, I bought that combo to use the 20mm adapted on my Hasselblad X1D Mark II and the X2D. Upon receiving the lens, I immediately ascertained that there was, as could be expected, some heavy vignetting. Even when I set my Hasselblad to XPan mode, there was still a slight bit of vignetting, until it appeared to me that the lens shade might be causing the problem. Removing it almost completely removed the vignette. And shooting in XPan mode, it removes it completely if you stop down just a tiny bit. So this is the image at f2.8 with the lens shade on, and if we remove the lens shade, much of the vignette disappears. And this is at 2.8. If we move to f8, it even becomes smaller. Then at the XPan crop, we can see that there's no vignette, but the sharpness definitely isn't very good. Maybe it's more clear down here. And if we move to f8, then sharpness is very good, even at the borders. So very usable. Just telling you this if you experience vignetting when adapting lenses on a medium format camera. That be one like my Hasselblad's, a Fujifilm GFX camera, or other of the not so common options out there. Then remove the lens shades and all filters on the lens. It might solve the problem. Now with this lens on the Hasselblad and the vignette problem solved, at least in XPan crop mode, let's go and shoot some more wonderful panoramic shots. After the shoot, when you load images into Focus, Hasselblad's post-production software, you can actually change the cropping of the RAWs. The RAWs actually contain information from the whole sensor, but to me that partly misses the point. I want to compose my image during the shoot, not as an afterthought. I'm happy I got this Nikon lens. It's a compact option, it gives a nice field of view on the Hasselblad, and without vignetting in the XPan mode, I can go panorama crazy. And I love that. It just goes to show that even very wide lenses can be used on the Hasselblad in XPan mode. And I guess the field of view is very much like shooting the original Hasselblad XPan with the widest option for that camera. That was a 30mm lens. Even if I had the original, the lens selection for that was meager. The mentioned 30mm and a 45mm, and there was also a 90mm. Shooting in XPan mode on my Hasselblad X1D, I can adapt a wide variety of lenses and thus much more flexible. Yes, I miss the tactile feeling of shooting a film-based camera, a thing I like very much. But I get the ease of shooting on a digital camera instead. What is best? Well, I can't tell, because as I said, I've never tried the original XPan, but I sure like to shoot the panoramic mode on my X1D and X2D. What do you prefer? Please leave a comment in the section below. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to my channel and also leave a like on this video, as it will help me bring more content to you in the future. Thank you very much for this time, and bye for now.